So Hecky, back to championship action this weekend. What's the current mood in camp ahead of the derby game?
Yeah, good. We've obviously we had the weekend off, which was good physically, and then Monday, Tuesday started already about derby, but more about how we want to perform, how we want to play. So yeah, we had one or two players needing a bit of treatment, catching up on things that we couldn't over the busy Christmas period, which is good. And then we've had everyone back in today. So yeah, I think that little lull in games has been really important for us. So hopefully we're all in a better place now.
Well, I was just going to touch on that. It's obviously been 8 days between these two games. In comparison to the hectic festive schedule, how important has it been to have just that time to almost reset a little bit?
Yeah, I think definitely. It's and I mentioned it at the time. The travel we had. We had the 3 away games and 3 overnight stays and 6 days in total on the coach. It's not ideal when you've got so many games in a short space of time. Plus, at that time of year, we're away from the family and things like that. So it's just important emotionally, mentally to unwind as well. So as much as that physical break's important, and like I said, we wanted to get on top of 1 or 2 things, the players. I think just that little bit of time to unwind and then get ready to go again.
What's the current mood in camp ahead of the derby game?
Yeah, really good. I think obviously last week was a blip, but yeah, we're over that now, and yeah, full focus is back onto the championship games. I think we've obviously got 3 games sort of back to back, so tough period. But again, yeah, we've got to go into it and with sort of a real positive belief.
After going out of the FA Cup, does it give you even more incentive just to get straight back to the league and straight back into action?
Yeah, I think so. There's no distractions. I think obviously you've got to look at it. It was a poor performance from us on the night, but again, in football you always got the next game to change that. So yeah, we're really looking forward to the game on the weekend, and yeah, looking to get a positive result.
Fine! Oh, it's brilliant! A fantastic goal!
So obviously you'll have been disappointed to exit the FA Cup, but how important is it that focus does turn straight back to the league and picking up the good work you have been doing in the league?
Yeah, you do that anyway, whether you're still in the cup or not. Like I say, that's why I don't mind cup runs. I don't mind cup competitions, because I think they're a welcome break, if you like, from a league schedule, from that same sort of preparation, the same sort of teams who we're constantly talking about. So yeah, I think the healthy cup runs. So from that point of view, it's disappointing to be out. But the pluses, I suppose, are the game schedule, the focus is just on the league, which is fine. So we've just got to make sure that we make the most of that.
So we saw Lewis Gibson return last time out after a lengthy period on the sidelines. Is his recovery still all going to plan?
Yeah, so another week training. Obviously that 45 minutes will be important for him. He actually wanted to stay on and play a bit longer, so that's all good. He's in a better place, and yeah, in total now he will have been back about a month's training. He's had some game time, so yeah, he's fine now. He's happy.
Just important as being fit is the recovery side to football now. We've got sort of all the equipment now to really sort of do the recovery properly, and yeah, we're doing it. And yeah, like you mentioned there, 8 days is sort of felt like a really long time when you look at the festive period and when there's a game every 3 days. So yeah, it's been sort of a welcome break. Can
you really feel that difference as a player on the pitch when you've had that long to recover compared to a game every 3 days? Yeah, 100%. I think you've got to sort of maximise recovery in a short period of time over the festive period. But again, yeah, you obviously mentioned the 8 days. We've had a lot of good days on the training pitch as well. Sort of coming up with a game plan to try and beat Derby. So you've been at P&E now for 5 years. How does this feel in the dressing room now compared to the other dressing rooms you've been in? I think a real positive belief. I think if you look at the lads who've done really well this season, there's a lot of young lads who are playing with no fear. But obviously the older lads who've been here, such as like Jordan, Hughes and myself, Dan's obviously come back. Mac has been superb as well. So yeah, you've got to look at that. I think there's been a real good mix, a real good blend of sort of age groups, and yeah, the lads have been brilliant this season. But it's important not to get carried away and focus on the next game. how are some of the other lads doing that are currently sidelined right now, making their way back to being able to get on the pitch?
Yeah, Robbie's the main one, obviously. Closer and closer to joining in parts of training, which I know will be a big boost for him, for us. So, yeah, he's the one who's been the long-term one, the one that, has had to be patient and, while we're playing games, while we're out there training, it's tough to be in that gym all the time, but he's getting closer and closer to a return.
So we've said goodbye to Stefan Tordarson permanently recently and Will Keane on loan. Was that just a matter of them looking for more game time?
No, but they'd rather had the game time here. But just, we're always honest and the conversations are good. So I think we've obviously spoke about Steffi, but I think Will Keane's situation is slightly different because he missed a lot of time to injury, come back. And I wasn't using him as much as he would have liked to have been used. So it just makes sense for him to go out on loan to get the game time. If we can then use that money to try and bring someone else in, then that makes sense for us as well. So, I think it's something that suited both parties. And, like I said, it weren't a surprise to me or Will. But likewise, it's nothing that he was pushing for. He wanted to be playing for us. It's not been a problem like that. So, we wish him well and we hope, obviously, it works out.
Yeah. Going to take it short. It comes out to the edge of the penalty area and it's rattled in and through from Ben Whiteman. The returning captain gets on the score sheet and it was a well-rehearsed set piece from the corner. Nobody picked up Whiteman and the captain arrived.
So as captain, how much are you enjoying getting to captain this side, getting to lead this dressing room?
Yeah, really proud. I mentioned it before. Really proud to lead a football club. And one that I obviously don't take lightly. I really enjoy it, and I think you can see that this season.
So speaking about you personally, you've been ever present in the team this season. Do you feel like you are really performing at your best, giving it your top every single week?
100%, yeah. I think you look at the performances this season. I think we're doing really well. Lads have been really good this season, and we've pulled out some really good results. A lot of fine margins in there this season, which have gone our way. And you do need that in a championship sort of season. The fixtures come thick and fast, and there's a lot of 3-game weeks. And luckily for us, we've been fantastic in them. And like as I mentioned before, we need to carry on.
So looking ahead to the weekend, what type of match are you expecting from Derby?
Yeah, tough one. They've been difficult to play against. Everyone will say that. They've got dangerous players, goal threats, whether that's set plays with the front three. But they're also happy to grind games out as well and not afraid to win games without the ball and sit in, defend the box well and be a real threat on the counter. So I think we're going to have to be really patient. And listen, if we have to be really patient in games, home games, between now and the end of the season, then we're going to have to be. And that's everyone, people on the pitch, off the pitch, fans in the stands, me on the side. No one's going to make it easy for us. People are going to come with game plans to try and give themselves the best chance of winning. I know one of that is to frustrate us and maybe take the pace in how we want to play away. So we're going to have to be patient, and make sure that we don't fall into any traps and play with the same amount of discipline that we know has been important for us so far.
So looking ahead to this weekend, what type of game are you expecting from Derby?
Physical, going to be a real battle, especially on the pitch at the minute. It's obviously not the best. But one that we've got to sort of come up with a game plan, and we've got to be really good. We've got to be at it. We were at it the other night, and Wigan deserved the win in my opinion. We've got to come up with a game plan to obviously beat Derby.
So we've only been beaten twice in the league at Deepdale this season. Do you think it's really important that in front of our home fans at Deepdale we continue to make it a fortress?
100%. But our away form's been superb as well. I think we're second for that this season, so it stands us in really good stead. We need to make obviously the home form a little bit better. But I think if you look at the games that we've lost this season, Birmingham springs to mind, especially where we were the better team throughout. We was unlucky on that night. We need to make sure that teams who come to Deepdale know that it's going to be a tough game, and I'm sure Derby will expect that on the weekend.
So when you come up against those more stubborn teams, is it more about waiting for the moment to seize an opportunity?
Yeah, because if we play into their hands and totally open up and we're giving them all the space and the break, we're going to lose. So, yeah, we have to be patient, respect that. And it's hard. It's something you've got to get used to. And it's something we've got to get used to because we're a team who's at the higher end of the league now as well. And it's been an approach of a lot of teams at our place. So, yeah, I'm not saying that's how Derby are going to set up. I don't know. But between now and the end of the season, I'm expecting that to be a big part of what we've got to do.
So after a really positive first half of the season, is it just about taking it game by game, not getting too carried away?
100%, yeah. It's a game by game. We're stressing that in the changing room. Listen, out we can't control outside noise. It's going to be, well, it is what it is. But in the dressing room, it's definitely one game at a time and see where that gets us.